I know I said I didn't have any more punching games left, but I think I found a game. A little while ago, somebody on a forum I used to go to said they had been playing the Rushing Beat games a bunch, and I said, well, what the hell is that? And he's like, you ever heard of Rival Turf? And I was like, yes, I have! And I never played it. And then I played it recently, I was like, well, it's pretty terrible. But then there's this sequel here that's pretty good, so let's jump right in. I have no idea what the plot of these games is supposed to be, so hopefully there's not some unseen timer that'll select a character for me if I hover over it too long, so let me try to explain these guys a little bit. Norton and Build, this M. Bison looking guy, which I'm only guessing is supposed to be a mistranslation of Bird. Those two are the main characters from the first Rushing Beat. And then the rest of these guys are new. So you select two characters from the outset, and you can switch between them as you have to continue. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with Norton and Build for now. Because Norton's pretty decent, Build's pretty good, but I don't like to use him all the time because he is kind of slow. He's a grappler type dude. So, this little handy dandy searchlight here, overseeing our first area that we're going to tackle. So let's hit these mean streets and beat some ass. Turn my volume up a little louder. Yeah, that's better. I can't really remember Norton's first name, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume he's Greg Norton from Husker Du. Sans sweet mustache, or maybe it's Graham Norton, the famous British homosexual. The enemy designs of this game are really weird, but not quite as weird as their names, which look like model numbers of Terminators. The KM308 being my favorite in the 308 series. So, Norton's controls are a little slidey here, and I got a rock that I hit nothing with. So, like, as you're punching dudes, he can kind of, like, slide around, which you kind of need to do in some cases. Really like the music here, too. This is some distinctive SNES music. So he runs like a moron, and he has a little dash move here, which is useful, but can easily miss stuff. Yeah, the way you hold stuff looks funky, too. Sweet. When I get another food item, I'll show you that the way you eat food is kind of screwed up, too. And another thing about this game that's weird is, like, you can hit people that are on the ground, kind of like in X-Men or Ninja Turtles. But there's not, like, a special animation for it. See? Now, you fight a lot of these guys in robot worker suits, these J-workers, or Japanese workers, or whatever. I guess it's like J-Rock. Bat with barbed wire around it. That's just wholesome. Yeah, so when you grab food, as you just saw there, you carry it around and then you eat it. It's kind of bizarre. Oh, when you get grabbed, I'm not sure that there's any like way to break out or throw save or something. So every now and then, excuse me, you go into, I don't know what it's really called, but I just call it burning mode. Evidently, it's like when you get hurt enough. I guess the game just feels sorry for you. So you take no damage from that, and you can't get grabbed, and when you throw people, it chunks them in ridiculous ways. I hate this part right here. Dude in a helicopter and a beat him up only means one thing. He has a machine gun and is going to shoot at you, so to avoid that, you just need to dash and jump and, you know, get out of his line of fire. And if he's about to come back across the screen, whee! Get my deadliest weapon to rock here. Like a rock. I don't think you want to associate it with a rock anymore. No, he just shot Reagan. So, yeah, are these guys just like regular construction workers? I think you're just, you know, going around being like, hey, what are you doing on the bridge? You know, we're working here. It's like, son of a bitch, I bust you in the face. Yeah, this one's a little weird because the first Rushing Beat or Rival Turf, and By the way, the name of the games in the West is pretty confusing because none of them had the same name. It wasn't like Rival Turf 2, Rival Turf 3. So, like, this one, Rushing Beat Run, was called Brawl Brothers, I think, and then the sequel, Rushing Beat Shura, was called Peacemakers or something like that. But I played a little bit of that game, and it's not so great. Woo! I might feel bad just assaulting random construction workers going about their daily business, but so that's what's great about throwing people in burning mode, at least with Norton. They chunks them like crazy motherfucker. Somebody threw a grenade at me from off screen. I'm gonna take a sip of grenadine. Enjoy that. Or mint julep, because that's what all us people in the South drink, right? Having a mint julep over here out in the plantation on a hot summer's day. I want to randomly dramatically pause in front of a white flash too, and I get blown up on a bridge. That's what I hate about getting throwed in this game. It's like, that took way too much damage. I'm not sure what hit me there. You really want to hit guys when they're on the ground. It might seem cheap, but it's a strategy that you'll need to utilize. Because, I mean, this game isn't as overly difficult as Rival Turf or Rushing Beat 1. Well, part of the difficulty from that comes with how stiff it is. I mean, I couldn't even, tried to beat it last night and I couldn't do it. I would go dare so far as to say it's not a good game, but I'm not going to let it make me a bitch. I think he's like shaking me out for loose change. Like, what is he, a freaking 50s bully and Leave It to Beaver or something? Boom. I'm sorry, he just looks so weird. He's like, hey. It's like, is he trying to get them in a flying headlock? I'm not sure. Never pick up a weapon in this game unless it's a thrown one because they're horrible. Same goes for Rival Turf. Punchy Reagan. I'm probably going to be trying to DZ this game up and playing most of it in one sitting. I just beat up New Jersey. Oh shit. Get the fuck out, you guy. So I'll throw you a mile. Good old burning mode. You have desperation moves too, but they take up like way too much life. And this being a Super Nintendo game, I can't remember which button does it. And then I think you have like these screen clearing bomb moves too. I don't know, whatever. I liked Norton's design better in the first game though, I gotta say. Yeah, the designs of this game are like little weird cybernetic, and while in Rival Turf they were just more like, you know, Final Fight ripoff. A freaking shotgun that makes me on fire, really. And then Rushing Beat Shura just looks nothing like either of the two, and like, as far as I can tell, none of the characters return, and that the plot has nothing to do with anything. Like, the enemies all look like weird 70s fodder enemies from a hero show like Kamen Rider or something. They're all in goofy masks and crap. Well, not all of the enemies, but a lot of the generic popcorn ones you beat up. Fuck you, Reagan. I'm in a sewer for some reason. Didn't want to get the pipe. Yeah, he looks like he's dislocating his shoulder when he tries to... See, those weapons hit nothing. Give me a freaking... I know there's a first aid kit coming up here. Goldman. What's weird in this one too is like your life bar drains like really slowly. Like you'll be getting punched and it's like, oh, that didn't take off the damage. Oh, wait, it's still draining. I keep forgetting to... Damn it. Stop. I keep forgetting to hit guys on the ground, but in one stage you need to utilize that strategy often. Oh shit, oh shit. Get away! Ah! Yes! Love those med kits. It may seem cheap, but it's the way to do. It's the way to live. I believe this enemy means him about at the end of this section. Suplexing bitches. What's really stupid is, like, if you go up by the ladder, it makes you walk back and do the ladder again. Alright, that's weird. It's making me fight Wendy first. So, the way the bosses work in these early stages is that you fight the guys you get to select. So it's like you select two, and then the ones you don't select, you fight them as bosses. And like the ones you do select, depends on... Actually, I don't know. It might be just random. I wish I could land a hit on her. Anyway, yeah, this boss fight's pretty ridiculous. The first time I got to it, I thought she was like levitating. It's like, oh wait, she's standing on the ropes there. And I should have picked Kazan, because I don't want to deal with his boss fight. It's bullshit, but he's a useless character. Seriously, it's like, I've hardly used him, but he is terrible. These boss fights are pretty tough, too. It's hard to, like, find a competent way to land hits on them. They just kind of jump around all these characters. So I don't know what, like, the plot is here, that you have to fight the other characters as bosses. No, you don't do that. Jeez. I'd like to think this is a prequel game to the first one, and that, you know, we had to go kick people's asses and be like, hey, join our cause, bitches. But since everybody's wearing goofy costumes in the boss fights, I'm guessing it's some kind of stupid mind control subplot. Kazan's wearing like a Oni mask or something. Wendy's got this doofus football helmet on. If she would get where I could hit her, I'm glad there's no timer. Oh, damn it. Nothing I hate more than getting burning mode and then they kite and I can't hit them while I'm in burning mode and it runs out. Oh, jeez. Come on! See, in this game, a lot of times, enemies will throw you a lot more than you can throw them, so you want to be really careful with that shit. It's really a problem in Rushing Beat 1. There we go. Use his power of slidey aroundness. Well, I'm about to die here, so I don't want to try to use a desperation move, but we'll see. We'll see where I get with this. Thing is, like, the part where you want to use desperation moves most is like when they've got you grabbed is like you can't. So, alright, I managed to beat her without dying. We managed to avoid drowning. She gets her own little ring logo too. It's weird. Alright, so between each stage we're treated to a little cutscene and it being in Japanese. I don't know what it says, so... Blah 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 desu. Okay. I'm gonna stop the video here because I've learned my lesson on a previous video I did, make super long recordings from Camtasia, but I'm gonna go ahead and select my beginning character for the next stage, and we'll look at Wendy next, or the stage after this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and play this build for this stage. Or Bird. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Bird. I don't know. Alright, so tune in for the next episode, which I will be recording now-ish.